Hello? Welcome.
This is the two cities.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Hello, loyal listeners. This is the continuation of our Halloween Marathon of Minis. We'll be sharing stories from several states, and the best part is you get to tell us which states you want to hear about. In this episode, I'm going to share stories from Maine and Oklahoma. This one is specifically for my friend Hannah. I hope Hannah is listening. The Wood Island Lighthouse has a colorful but creepy history, and it's been a locus of mysterious moans, suspicious shadows, and creepy encounters. Many attribute this supernatural strangeness to a murder-suicide that happened decades ago. The Wood Island Light was established as a lighthouse in 1808, under the order of President Thomas Jefferson. The original structure was octagonal, wooden, and was completely rotten by the 1830s. In 1839, a granite tower was erected in its place. The current tower was constructed in 1858, a renovation of the 1839 tower to allow for a Fresnel lens to be added. During the renovation, the current homes for the keepers were built, and they remain today. In 1896, Howard Hobbs, a local fisherman and drifter, murdered his landlord, Fred Milliken, on Wood Island. Hobbs had been drinking, and after shooting Milliken, left the scene and attempted to turn himself in to the lighthouse keeper, Thomas Orchid, who feared Hobbs and turned him away. He returned to his shack and shot himself, and most believe that the ghosts on the island and in the lighthouse are likely Hobbs or Milliken. This was reminiscent of our episode on haunted hotels, where we talked about the Heceta Head Lighthouse in Florence, Oregon. The Heceta Head Lighthouse is reported to be haunted by a mother and child. The young girl is believed to have drowned, and her mother, in her grief, committed suicide. Cries are often heard and believed to be the mother. For more on this, check out our episode called But Please Check Out. Now on to Oklahoma and the Skirvin Hotel. This place has been called reminiscent of the hotel in The Shining. Now, ghostly babies crying, a specter that likes to grope people in the shower, and another that slams doors are not the only thing haunting this hotel. The original owner's mistress is reportedly also haunting the hotel with her illegitimate child. The Skirvin Hotel opened in 1904 and contained 220 rooms in an 8-story building with 2 separate wings. A third wing was added to the hotel in 1928, containing 12 stories, and then in 1929 the hotel was leveled to 14 floors with 525 rooms. The hotel was named for its founder, William Bassler Skirvin. The hotel closed in 1988 and sat abandoned for about 19 years before being renovated and reopened as part of the Hilton chain of hotels in 2007. But in 1911, the original owner, Skirvin, had an affair with a maid named Effie, which ended in pregnancy. To protect his reputation and avoid the scandal, he locked her on the 10th floor. The maid became depressed, and even after the birth of their child, she was not allowed out of the room. She jumped to her death, taking the baby with her. Their deaths were not even acknowledged in newspapers. Some versions called Effie a woman of loose morals, and some male guests at the hotel have reported being propositioned by a female voice when alone in their rooms. Others have described seeing a naked woman with them while taking a shower, and one man even claims to have been sexually assaulted by an invisible entity while he stayed at the hotel. Hotel workers have seen objects moving on their own and heard strange noises at night. According to Steve Lockmeyer, who co-wrote a book about the hotel, and Jason Kersey, both reporters from the Oklahoman, they described Skirvin as a notorious womanizer and drinker. And the 10th floor was known for incidents of gambling and other vices. But there's no hard evidence to support the Effie story. Skirvin's family did believe that he had an employee named Mabel who was also his mistress, but Mabel outlived Skirvin. Rumors of haunting persist in the hotel. In 2010, the New York Knicks famously blamed their loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder on the haunted hotel, and the Chicago Bulls also reported slamming doors and strange silence in their room.
This is the story of the Skirvin Hotel in Oklahoma City, the supposed haunted hotel where opposing NBA teams stay the night at before a game against the Thunder. Players who fly to Oklahoma City to play against the Thunder and stay in the Skirvin Hotel have talked about seeing furniture move, doors slammed shut on their own, and have heard voices. There's a bunch of interviews, so let's go through what NBA players have said when they go to this hotel. Caron Butler, he played for a number of teams including the Heat and the Thunder, said everybody knows about her, referring to Effie. Back in 2014, Jeff Ayres of the Spurs said, "I get to my room and my key doesn't work, but it sounds like there's somebody in my room. Like I hear a little baby, not crying, but making noise." Ayres also said teammates heard kids and babies running down the hallway, even though none of the players brought their kids to the hotel room. Even Tim Duncan has confirmed this story. Duncan said, "I heard a baby in his room. There was somebody or something in his room. Yeah, I definitely heard something."
More creepy stuff. If you want more on haunted hotels, check out our episode called But Please Check Out. We'll be continuing our Halloween marathon of minis soon with stories from different states. Thanks to Thrillist for their list, The Creepiest Urban Legend in Every State, which provided some of the info for this episode. And music for this episode is from Kevin Macleod. The aptly named song is Unnatural Situation.
Licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 3.0. That can be accessed at creativecommons.org.
And just one more friendly reminder, we love to hear from you. So let us know what you think. Hit us up if you want us to feature your state on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, email us, any way you want. Until next time.